My sister and brother-in-law were looking at this franchise program. They were all hot and bothered about it for a minute because someone turned them on to it and they were super excited, and you had to buy a territory, right? Like they had to buy a state. And
Right.
the cost of the state was based on some kind of loose, weird, like something they didn't quite understand. But bottom line, it was 80 grand to buy the state so they could own this. And so, they're trying to run the numbers, right? What does that look like? What does our time look like? What is the income potential? All these different things. And they sent out a corporate, the guy's name was like Emmanuel, he showed up and he could dance great. And he was graceful and all these things, but they were like, okay, so what do you do in this? And he's like, well, I've never actually done that. I'm just showing you how to work. And they're going, what? You've never sold this, nor have you ever installed this. So you have no idea. You're just showing me how to work some operating system on an iPad. So they felt really disenchanted. They thought, I'm glad we didn't throw down that 80 grand, because that's not I want to be with someone who goes, look, been there, done that, man. Here, let me take you out, or let me get on the phone with you and I'm going to show you exactly how this works. That's like unheard of. It's always a corporate trainer's never done it. He's been in a
Yeah.
training and he's been taught. So it was zero practical experience in that. And you always know too, because it just doesn't sound right. You know
Yeah.
what?
It never quite works out right.
Right.
Right. They
Right.
go, yeah, that's not really, it sounds good. Well, right. It sounds good before you get into it and do it. And you go, yeah, it doesn't work quite the way this guy says it does.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe it works different in Omaha versus Cleveland. I don't know. And of course it doesn't. Yeah, so it's a big difference. The hard-won wisdom, the actual where the rubber hits the road, and that's one of the things we've always been good at. Is where the rubber hits the road, we understand exactly what needs to be done. And
Right.
in most scenarios we've seen, and say every once in a while there's a new scenario, but human nature-wise, there are very few new scenarios. Technology-wise, there's always new scenarios, but human nature-wise is really the bulk of what you're dealing with. And then, so we're awfully good at that, and we've got other people on the team who are continue to stay up to speed on the technology and all the regulations from Visa, MasterCard, and all that kind of stuff. So a low fee to get in, and then you're with somebody who has done it and knows how to do it, could help you get up to speed fast.